Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, guys. Happy to have you. So, Jared and I were talking about some fun stuff, per usual.
Per usual. It's kind of what we do.
So, huge discovery, big news, right?
Yeah, for me, this is like some of the coolest, most important information ever.
So, I got some fun articles we're gonna read, and
Yeah, you were telling me you found some funny stuff
I got
happening.
some fun videos that we're gonna watch.
Oh, cool.
But let's start with yours. So, the little news I heard about is Egypt there's a city underneath, and you were telling me there's a coil of 2,000.
Right?
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to misremember. What were you telling me?
Dude, so, yeah, it's been all over the news. It's been all over TikTok. You turned my mic up a little bit. For some reason, I can't hear it. Yeah, so, yeah, there we go. Okay. So, for some reason, no one ever thought to do this, or maybe the technology just became available a couple of years ago. But we've had LiDAR a long time. Whatever. Egypt stopped letting people come in and excavate. We've talked about how frustrating that is before. Yeah. Okay.
And why the hell they would do
because
that.
in 2008, these guys found a cave system under the pyramids, and they were all excited because it matched up.
Like explorers or something?
Archaeologists.
Oh.
Okay. So they were looking for, and a lot of people consider this like Hermeticism, which is funny because Hermeticism traces back to ancient Egypt, but they consider it to be kind of woo-woo that there is this lost city underground in Giza, under the pyramids. People have been saying it for since like 400 BC. The ancient Greeks talked about there being this big city under Egypt. They talked about this labyrinth, this library, this lost hall of records. So for a long time, people have been talking about this as being a possibility. In 2008, a few guys following a few clues from like turn of the century archaeologists that had been to the site and took some notes, said that they found an entrance to what they thought was like a vast tunnel system, cave system under the pyramids.
What, 2008? What did you say?
2008, yeah.
Okay.
So these guys go and they find the entrances to these caves, and they realize they go deep. They go really deep under the pyramids. And this lines up with this ancient historical myth of this hall of records, or this city, they call it Amenti, underneath the plateau of Giza, okay? So what happens? What does the Egyptian government do once they find out?
They tell them to stop.
No, they actually put a barred gate over the entrance to the caves, and then they say, no, you're not allowed to go in there anymore, right? Even the Sphinx, the guys that found the entrance under the Sphinx,
the Sphinxter. Yeah,
they were like, we're gonna go under and we're gonna dig. There's a big cave system under the Sphinx. There was that we talked about that psychic, the sleeping psychic, Edgar Cayce. Remember him? He would like fall asleep and talk in his sleep and give prophecies. He said the Hall of Records is under the Giza Plateau, under the foot of the Sphinx. There's an entrance to it.
Asleep.
Yeah, he was the sleeping psychic.
The Hall of Records. Yeah,
so it's just been this mythic thing, and it seemed like either the Egyptian authorities knew about it and were keeping it a secret for whatever reason they would do that, or it didn't exist and it was just myth. Okay. So now, a couple of years ago, these scientists start, like, because no one's allowed to excavate Egypt said you can't, they bar you up, they bar up the entrances if you find anything. They're so against any further exploration of the pyramids for some reason. So these guys are flying satellites over Egypt, and they're using this technology, ground penetrating radar, and sonic resonance, where they use like sound frequencies to like look for things underground. Okay.
And they've had this technology, but just haven't.
They used it like 2 years ago, and they used it over Egypt, and then they find they get this hit.
So they didn't find this before, though, using it.
No, this is the first time they used it for this. So because nobody can dig physically, they used satellites, where the government has no control over that, right? They can just do it, so they do it.
The Egyptian government, yeah.
So these archaeologists.
But why didn't they do it before?
Who? The scientists?
Yeah.
This is when they did it. Maybe this is when they could. Maybe this was when they got funding. Maybe it wasn't of interest until now. I don't know.
What technology was being utilized?
It's this the sonic resonance coupled with satellite technology. So the satellite goes overhead. They send sound frequencies down and vibrations. Well, there's also sonar. It's kind of like sonar. Yeah, exactly. From a satellite.
Okay.
and they use it to penetrate underground, so they can map underneath. So you could use it to find oil.
So they never did it
use it to
before?
find water. Under Egypt? No, not under the Giza Plateau.
Why?
Not until a couple years ago.
Why?
Maybe nobody was interested. Maybe they didn't have the funding.
that's
Satellites are very
stupid.
expensive. No.
Nobody
You
interested.
have a satellite? You have access to the satellite?
So what does Egypt say? What were they trying to cover? What do you mean?
Well,
who
so
are they saying no to?
So
then?
once they were to archaeologists, anybody who would, because you have to submit in writing from whatever university you're from, what you want to do, what you want to excavate, when you're going to do it, and what the outcome you're looking for, and they get to say yes or no. It's their property.
What are you looking at?
They
Are you
usually
looking
say
at
no.
Me and the
I'm looking at
monitor?
you, yes.
Yeah, don't do that. Look at me in person. It's maddening watching you do this.
I know, but you're like way over here.
That's okay. So yeah, switch
No, but
between
it's
me
too
and-
uncomfortable, even
But
just physically,
You're-
to turn that
I
much.
look at you and I see this. You're looking off to the side. It looks insane.
No,
We're both looking
I'm
in
looking
the same
at
direction.
you.
It's insane.
You're right there to me.
Yeah, but I'm not though, right?
Well,
That's an
you could
image of
be.
me. I could be.
You could
I
be, yeah.
over there, I
The
could
only
be
reason,
there.
just saying it's the only, nobody would ever know. It looks like because to me, you look like you're right there. But anyway,
again, I'm not. Right?
so I mean, okay, sorry. It's physically uncomfortable to turn this way, and then I can't
I
see
said
anything.
turn your head every now and then. That's all.
No, so. And I want the audience to see my face a little bit. So, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go back and forth.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Anyway, where was I? Okay, so they use this fucking technology finally.
Use this fucking technology.
Yeah, which thank God they did, because they hit the Giza Plateau with this technology, and they find columns underneath the pyramids. Not just underneath the pyramids, inside the pyramids, they find these 5 statues, basically, these structures, 5 structures we'll call them, and we've seen these structures before somewhere else. And they find 5 more columns underneath the Giza Plateau that are cylindrical, that look like coils. They have something coiled around them, and they're all exactly the same. It's intentional, right? And these go 600 meters
Tesla coils.
underground.
Is what they look like.
They look like electrical coils, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they're staircases. It goes 600 meters down. So whoever built the pyramids...
How can they see depth? I guess you can see depth. With
That's what it is, yeah.
sonar.
Sound frequency, yeah. And radar and LiDAR. They used all these technologies. So they send these... you can see, dude, 600 meters? That's fucking 2,000 feet tall pillars built out of...
And this is a fact?
Probably quartz. Yeah,
They absolutely found this.
scientifically found using this instrumentation. And they're all exactly alike. So it's not like...
What does that mean?
It means that not only did they build pyramids there, that underneath the pyramids, there is an entire supporting structure of some kind, these pillars underneath the pyramid, that are also underneath these 5 miniature structures. I've got pictures. I wanted to show you these. Let's pull it up. So in the Great Pyramid, remember the pyramid power plant episode we did?
Yeah, of course.
So in the King's Chamber, remember that thing with it's like got the little roof
course.
on it?
Yeah.
They found 5 of those
Oh,
using
there's
this
more of
technology
those under?
in the middle.
What was that
This
used
is all
for?
the middle pyramid. That's not the Great Pyramid. Everything I'm talking about is the pyramid in the center. It's not the Great Pyramid. Great Pyramid has its own, weird shit going on. Yeah. So they use this, and I have the article here. Pull it up. It's been everywhere: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Everybody, even people that don't know anything about Egypt, are weighing in on this because it changes everything. You can't build 2,000-foot tall pillars, these perfect cylindrical pillars with these coils around them, 2,000 feet into the ground, into an area that's 2 football fields wide underneath. That's what the pillars attached to. And then the full depth of this is 6,500 feet underground. That's the full depth. So the pillars go about 600 meters down, but the full depth underneath the pyramids, that is an open city, pretty much at this point, because of the size of it. It covers the entire Giza Plateau. This opening, there's little hallways and caverns they're finding. It's 7,000 feet down.
Okay.
So you can't dig 7,000 feet into the ground without some form of technology. You can't do that with shovels. They built the pyramids in 20 years. So they not only built the pyramids, they would have also had to build these 600 meter tall pillars, right? and then they'd have to dig 7,000 feet down into the ground. So all of these old myths, and pull up the article, it'll show you all what it looks like inside. All of these old fucking myths about there being a city under the pyramids, this hall of records that holds all of the history of mankind is probably true. So keep going down just for the picture.
Scientists discovered vast city underneath Egypt's Giza pyramid revealed new secrets about mysterious structures.
There you go. This thing's fucking crazy, dude.
Okay. What am I looking for?
Well, go to my picture. There you go. There it is. So that's what they look like. So they found these pillars under. See how they're
Appear to
coiled?
be vertical, shafts. 8 vertically aligned cylindrical structures arranged in 2 parallel rows from north to south.
So are these support beams?
Descends to a depth of more than 2,100 feet.
Yeah, but the full depth is 7,000, about 6,500 feet.
Is there
underground?
What?
Yeah.
There's a gap between the bottom of the pyramid and the top of these?
They're just showing you where they are in
so
relationship
those are
to the
literally
pyramid.
like holding it up.
Maybe that's how they
sort of?
lasted through the years. Maybe the sand wasn't there before. Maybe this is how
And
they
that was
were
like-
fucking built.
Like the pyramids were literally above
on top
ground,
these,
like
and you'd go up
2,000 feet
these.
in the fucking air.
You'd go up these stairways to get to them. Or maybe this was the underground city. They always said there was an entrance to Hollow Earth on the Giza Plateau. This goes 7,000 feet underground. That's pretty deep. You're going way underground. I have a picture of that's more that they used AI, and this is kind of the one that's been making the rounds on Instagram. Go down.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the structures there. Those were all in the King's Chamber had one of those. They found 5 of them in this pyramid. And what those were meant to do, if this was a power plant, remember, those were made of quartz. And as air passed through them, it would resonate at that F-sharp frequency, the same frequency as the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of how they were generating power, was that resonant frequency. Because remember, it's all about frequency, vibration. As air would filter through, or whatever chemical compound they were creating in the pyramid. This one has fucking 5, and it's got pillars. It's got these massive.
That's sort of wild.
So what is it?
Yeah.
Is it this ancient library? Because Edgar Casey said there was a spaceship there. That's what he said. He said that once we find
Who's that? Oh, that's the sleeping
psychic.
giant. Whatever
Yeah,
the fuck he's called.
sleeping psychic. Yeah. He said once we find the city under the pyramids, we'll find a ship. It's an ancient flying saucer.
Oh, in order. So next step.
That's
is
the next thing we find.
Flying
But we
saucer.
needed to find the city first.
Okay.
And everyone's like, let's go find the city, right? And
Boom.
they wouldn't let us.
Well, this isn't a city, is it? It's just
That's what they believe it to be. But until we go down there, we don't know what it is. All we have
and
is
then,
these
and
satellite
Egypt said, "You ain't
recreations.
going down nowhere."
Yeah. The first thing they did was have that Zahi Hawass, the guy who comes after Graham Hancock, the only guy that's allowed to touch anything in Egypt for his whole life.
That's hilarious.
Our whole
What's his
lives. Zahi Hawass. He's the head of.
He's Egyptian.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's been retired. I thought for he's like 90.
Imhotep.
Yeah.
Anaxanamun, dude. By the way, those are the best
all
names.
historically
I know,
accurate.
I love
Imhotep
it.
was.
Anaxanamun.
Do you know the story of Imhotep? Like the actual
Of course.
Egyptian.
Yeah, he was a
Tell
priest.
us, it's so good.
And the king, his girl
And
was
then the
cheating
scorpion.
on him. yeah, you didn't know.
The
His
Rock.
girl was cheating, and then she killed herself. She unlived herself. Sorry, you too.
No, Imhotep was the sorcerer priest in the
Yeah, that's what I
movie.
said.
Okay.
And then the king saw them cheating with each other.
Yeah.
And then so she, after they
So
killed him.
Imhotep was actually a pharaoh, and he changed his name, and he created monotheism as a religion. He was like, he brought a monotheism.
Who was the monotheistic?
The sun god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Ra.
Yeah. He basically said there's not many gods. There's only one, and he made all of the people of Egypt stop worshiping their many gods and only worship one. And he changed his name from Imhotep to it's almost Anaxanamun.
To George W. Bush.
Amun-Ra. Akan.
Anaxanamun.
Yeah, it's almost exactly Anaxanamun. That's why I think they did it in the movie is because of that.
I don't know.
Oh,
Amun
shit.
Ra, bro. That's
It's not
I know
Amun
that's
Ra,
I don't
but
know.
even his name meant
You have a
like
phone?
one above all. Yeah, but so he changes the whole religion of Egypt to monotheism,
That's so far.
and the priests are like,
Yo.
so a few years into his rule, all of a sudden he just disappeared. Like, the priests are like, we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like we just woke up one day and he wasn't here.
Yeah.
Like,
We went on a nice spirit walk, and then
Right.
I don't know. You just
he changed-
he hasn't been back.
no,
We
what do you
came back
mean?
at
Yeah.
6 p.m.
No, I just saw him.
Yeah.
That's weird. I
Hold on.
just saw
Actually,
him.
he's calling me right.
Yeah.
Emo, what's
Yeah.
up, brother?
Oh, a knocks on the moon. I mean.
Yeah. Oh, talk to your wife. Oh,
Aka-
hello. I lost
Oh
you. So.
shit! I gotta find out this guy's name. So
Yeah, find out the name. I want to know the name.
okay.
Yeah, I gotta-
So what's his?
I'm gonna throw out a guess.
Okay, yeah, it's very close to a knocks on a moon.
I'm
but
gonna
it's like
say something with
Akaman or something.
with Ra in it. You said?
So the meaning of it, the etymology, maybe that'll help you. Meant like
yeah. What is the origin of the word?
one God above all. That's like kind of what it meant.
Uno and Ra.
Exactly. So Una, it's something like that. You're there.
Unam and Ra. That's my final answer. Unam and Ra. Oh, that's a dope name. Okay, I get it. I'd be monotheistic, and call myself
Akhenaten.
That's what I said.
Yep.
Right on the money.
Originally
Nailed it.
Amenhotep. So, but he changed his name to Akhenaten, which means like one above the others or whatever it means. But anyway, so Akhenaten, he changes their capital city
Akhenaten.
and he has them build the city of Akhenaten to him, in his honor. He changes it to the capital and makes everybody become monotheistic, stops all of their ancient practices and rituals, all within his one lifetime. And within his 15 years of his rule, he just disappears. They never find his body. And then the new pharaoh lays waste to Akhenaten,
His name
city.
was Alexander the Great.
And he just destroys the city, wipes, all of his changes away, and the priests go back to, ruling over Egypt again.
Real quick, you know what I was thinking of?
But the Jewish population took a lot of what Akhenaten did in his monotheistic,
Religion.
yeah. Well, I mean, whatever. Yeah, he made his own religion. They took parts of his religion and
Tread
brought
lightly.
it into their because they were there, right? Brought it into their belief system, and they actually made him Toth, their god Toth, the son of Seth, Noah. Of Seth's bloodline.
I am a Nux on the moon. I am Amun Ra. Hey, I'm Seth.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
They have Adam, Eve, and
Greg.
And Adam and Eve
And
have
fucking Greg.
no. Remember the brothers, the
Billy.
Cain and Abel and Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cain, Abel, and Seth, and Noah is related to this line of
Cain
Seth.
and Abel.
Yeah.
And Seth's here too.
Yeah. Seth.
Hi guys. Shut up, Seth.
Well, if it weren't for Seth, we would all be, according to the Bible, there would be no more humans because Noah was a direct descendant of the line of Seth. And they took the Toth,
The McFarlane bloodline.
How crazy is that, though? The Toth legend, they brought that into Judaism, and he became the son of Seth, Noah. And some say that they actually made him Enoch, that Enoch is Toth. But either way, some people say it's Noah, some people say it's Enoch.
Enoch is Toth?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Toth,
Who's
talked
Enoch?
about
I've heard Toth a million times. Yeah.
Enoch was Noah's great-grandfather.
Enoch Sanamun.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Okay, that's what you're trying to tell me. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, wait, we're still finding stuff this big around the pyramids. There could be so much more history around Egypt that would change. Dude, yeah, the fact that we can't dig
What
for
did he
anything.
finish his thing?
That's what he
say?
said.
History around Egypt that would change the entire historical timeline. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what this does. This proves you can't dig 7,000 feet underground without real tools.
Not?
What? 7,000 feet underground? Under lime, directly into limestone?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Not in 20 years. And then how do they build these perfect 8 cylindrical 600-meter tall structures?
Just like they do today. You build a little bit, then you.
But they
then
didn't.
you
They built it all
and
in, according to mainstream archaeology, it was all built in 20 years.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
done in one. So that's gone now.
They built Fontainebleau in. It would have taken about 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
No, literally, that
Yeah.
was the longest project of all time in Las Vegas
Yeah,
history.
because of lost funding and shit.
Yeah,
I would never go into that building. You'd have to be crazy.
Well,
That
it's
building
haunted
sat in
by
the elements.
demons.
No, for 20 years it sat in the elements.
Well, yeah, they renovated,
And-
of course.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Not that I know of.
Dude, remember
When
it was
did
all
they go in and
broken
replace
windows.
the steel? No, I mean the actual infrastructure. They kept all that infrastructure.
Yeah,
They-
so
that's scary to me.
Treasure Island's still a boot. So was
Yeah, but
Caesar's
it wasn't.
Palace,
It,
and
it
they're
didn't
good.
have. It wasn't open to the elements. It was a closed, sealed building for. This was open. There was no windows. It was like a big open
it had
building for
windows.
10
It had
years.
windows.
Not on the entire structure. It didn't. It was only half like finished. It sat there for 10 years without windows, and then they put windows on it. Yeah, it was for 10.
But-
it was more expensive to demolish it
Yeah.
than it was to finish it. So they never did anything with it, and then
That's
finally someone bought
hilarious.
it. I don't know. I would just be scared to go in it because steel sitting in the elements for 20 years scares the shit out of me.
But it just didn't have windows.
Yeah, so
So you
rain and things seep into it and weaken the steel. I would think
The
that
integrity of the
I would think
steel.
that would be
Well, no, I think there was already cement and shit around it, right? It was already like built. They just didn't put fucking windows in.
yeah, but water and everything was able to
Water.
just run through the building for 10 years and
Okay.
wind and everything. I'm just saying it doesn't seem safe. That
I
seems
get
unsafe.
you.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not a structural engineer. Maybe that's fine.
I am.
Maybe you can have a building sit in the elements, right, and just soak up water and wind and dust and dirt.
We do
the
live
desert.
in Las Vegas,
Yeah,
so there's
in
not
120 degrees.
So it's dry heat. There's no like real humidity, so that's a big plus.
Is that a plus?
huge
120
plus.
degrees hitting the infrastructure of a building, the bones of a building for
Yeah.
15 years straight?
Yeah.
You don't think that has a negative effect? You think that
Over
helped?
a long period of time. Like
15
you look at
years.
Circus Circus, it used to be bright pink, now it's like real faded pink type shit. I think that, but not.
That's just paint. We're talking about the actual steel. I
No.
think heat would
No,
weaken
no.
it. I think
no,
water,
exactly.
heat, water,
that's
heat,
just
rain,
the paint.
heat,
So
cold,
think of the
heat.
steel is gonna be good.
No, I
And-
don't think so.
And it's
I don't
it's a
think-
slow transition to cold
Do
and
an
a slow
experiment.
transition to heat.
Leave a piece of steel outside.
I'm sure
on
it'll
your
be
front
fine,
yard
yeah,
for
for
15 years
15
in the
years.
elements and see the integrity of
I'm
that
sure it'll be
piece of steel.
I'm certain it'll be fine.
You don't think it'd be rusted and weakened and
No,
fucked
I don't
up?
think so.
Okay, that's what I do.
Rusted by what? Water.
Water, yeah, and
By what water?
And then, well, there's whenever it rains, and then
Twice
wind
a year,
and
bro?
heat.
Like shit.
No, well, you can't say it's nothing. It's something. Whatever
Okay,
rain it
but
does get,
what-
and then it sits out in the heat, and then it expands.
If it was underwater,
and
it might
contracts,
it'll get rusted.
expands and contracts. I don't know. I just think it's dangerous.
I can
Maybe
tell.
they replaced all the steel. Maybe they did. Maybe they did it somehow.
They for sure
They
didn't.
couldn't because
they
it
for sure
costs too much
didn't.
money. There's
You'd
no
have to
there's
rebuild
no way
the
they
fucking
fucking
thing.
did it.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way.
But that's funny. So if somebody invited you to dinner there, you'd be like, no, or you just wouldn't
so check it out.
actively say like, I want to go.
Yeah,
there.
no, I'm not going to actively go
Sure,
there.
that
If
makes
I was invited there, I wouldn't
Different
stay
story.
on a high floor. I would go to a
You'd
restaurant.
really be worried about
Yeah,
it.
I would.
No
I would.
shit.
Just like the Stratosphere, the guys that worked on that,
That
there were
building's so
all
fucking
kinds of
old.
rumors, around how it
That
was
they
built.
cut corners and shit.
Yeah, that there were some dangers to it.
Yeah.
So to this day, I'm still afraid of it.
Is this a real story or fake story about the people like falling off the fucking Stratosphere roller coaster? Did they just get stuck up there?
Oh, I never heard that story.
Maybe I made it up or had a dream about
Yeah,
it.
I don't remember anyone
Or
falling off.
I read it on Twitter or something.
They used to bungee jump off. How crazy is that?
So
That's fun.
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
But no, I think it was.
I wish I would have done.
That's what it was.
I won't do it. I won't do it there.
Yeah,
It's fucking
yeah.
crazy.
But there's something I want to tell you in a second. But no, remember that's what it was. It was the big drop. You go to the end.
Yeah.
Oh no, the big drop was the one that goes up. It was the one that goes
What
off
if
the
the
edge.
brakes
That
don't
one
work?
broke down. That was the issue.
And they got stuck
They got
hanging
stuck
out there.
fucking
Yes,
out
I
there,
remember
bro.
that happening.
What's really going on is the question.
Yeah, what's really going on?
D.
No, yeah. So
That's
what's,
right,
what
my
do you
boy.
Think? What do you
Yeah,
think?
hit up the chat. And guys, you don't gotta fucking talk about pyramids. If you want to talk about
Anything
Les
else?
Miserables, yeah, I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind.
But
Master of the house.
because I brought it up, what the fuck do you think about that? Do you care at all?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
like what's the most important part of that story to you? Of this discovery to you? Like,
Yeah, that's
what
a
does it
great.
mean to you?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
The most important,
Because I know you're intrigued by
it's intriguing.
ancient history. I know you're intrigued by
I
lost
love-
cities.
So
and-
I'm more intrigued by
yeah.
like civics.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more intrigued by like the history, but not so much like structures and stuff.
Yeah.
more.
But like lost cities and shit, that's not romantic to you? Like the idea that we found maybe this library of the ancient text of humanity?
You want to put on a fucking fedora and be Indiana Jones with your whip and shit. I have no interest in doing that.
So
you would be an explorer. If somebody said, "Hey, today,
of course,
you could drop everything you're doing and go fucking explore."
That'd be great.
What's that place called?
Yep.
Imhotep?
El Dorado?
No, what's your favorite place? It's been discovered.
Oh, my favorite place in the world. Yeah. Fuck. What is
next son of
Cambodia? Yeah.
It's
I'd love that.
Dude, if I come up with it before you, I get to slap you right in the mouth.
No, I'm not taking that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's an A.
Oh, I got it.
No. Yeah, isn't it an A?
Oh, do I have it?
What is that place?
Anox on a Moon is
Yeah,
all I
that's
can
all I
fucking
can think of.
I know.
Even that guy's name was so close to Anox on a Moon, I couldn't think of it.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
Akhenaten. Anox on a Moon. It's so close.
Akhenaten. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's 2 words.
Atlantis, Steve Library said.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to visit Atlantis.
Yeah.
Do you think Atlantis is real?
No.
Because this goes back to that same myth, right? This is all part of the same lore.
I think there was, no.
So the ancient Greeks,
at best it was like,
Herodotus.
let me answer a question.
Where the myth of Atlantis comes from, Herodotus. He's the guy that said that there was a city under the Great Pyramids. Now we found it. Yeah. So that's something.
I heard that wasn't true.
But yeah, of course, Zahiwasi comes right out as soon as this discovery is made. He's like, "There's nothing there. Don't look. It's stupid. You guys all stupid."
So, but you asked me
Graham Hancock is a fraud. Like, he just threw him in there under the bus for no reason.
Good.
He always throws him under the bus.
Yeah, Graham Hancock is a fraud.
What?
I've said
He's just an investigative journalist.
So,
okay. The least fraudulent
real
person.
quick, you asked me a question. I want to answer it. But first, we were talking about the stratosphere thing.
Yeah.
Real crazy video I saw. It said like why I have trust issues, and it showed this little girl, and she's doing the zip line thing, right? It's a short one, but it's high up, and she goes and like and the guy goes to unbuckle her, and it wasn't buckled in. She was just like holding. If she let go, this little girl, if she let go, she would have been
how little?
Like 6 years old, 5, 6 years old.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
It's insane. Yeah,
how do you forget to buckle a fucking 5-year-old? If it's just a child in general, like you do all the things. You're just like checking
quadruple
everything.
check, of course.
Yeah. You're almost not sure if you should let her do it. That's how intense you get on the safety side.
It's an E, the building.
It's not. I think it's an A.
Ask Angkor Wat.
Angkor Wat with an A. Yeah.
I got it before I got to slap you right in the mouth.
No, I would have said I was like Akator was coming to mind.
Yeah,
for some reason.
You were close, but
because El Dorado, we talked about El Dorado.
You asked me.
Yeah, like what? So
what's the most important thing?
If this turned out to be the Hall of Records that everybody said, like Herodotus said, like all these people said that there's this ancient library with all of our lost history down there. Basically, the Library of Alexandria times 10, like going way further back. Three cycles of civilization back. That would be meaningful, but you don't find that interesting that's what we could have essentially just found.
Yeah,
or you do. That's the part of it you liked. But what was the civics thing? What do you mean by that?
So, no, I mean not so much the structure. I like hearing the stories of like Alexander the Great and Caesar and like the people that populated these places.
Yeah.
I like hearing those.
So Thoth would have been the guy. He was said he created hieroglyphics. He was the one who created the written language.
Yeah, but we don't even know Thoth is real, right?
Well, they say he is.
Because Thoth, it's like,
and
some people say
he had his library under the pyramids. That's what he's. Well, no, Thoth was always the Egyptian, one of the founders of Egypt. That founders. They say he came from another land and restarted civilization in Egypt, and they worshipped him as a god. Because of it, and then the Greeks.
Here, let me answer your question. So, what I think is the coolest part of this story. What?
Yeah, he would be a part of this ancient lore.
Yeah,
if this city is real,
that's somebody who's like,
he might be real, right? Herodotus talked about Atlantis in the same breath as this underground city. That could mean there's some truth to that story too. There's just all of these branches that come out of this find.
So he said there's a place called Atlantis and it's underwater.
And he was told about it by the same people
Also,
that showed him this city.
separately, or also in the same breath.
Yeah.
I want to tell you about the city under.
So I went to Egypt, and these priests took me to this underground city under the pyramids.
By the way,
called
there's
Amenti.
a place called Atlantis.
This is where their Hall of Records is.
Okay.
There's also a pyramid under here.
All right. Let me answer the damn question.
Thousands of feet underground.
Let me answer the question.
Yeah. People thought it was crazy.
I think the most important part to me, or the coolest part, I guess, is
coolest part.
the potential of what they could find. I mean, the pillars are crazy, but look into it. I want to know more. I want to know, what do those pillars do? What were they there for? I want it to tell us. I just want to know how the pyramids were built.
Yeah.
I want to know when Egypt, the people who built Egypt as we know it.
Yeah. How did they build these?
When that time, when that took place, I want to know that.
Shit. Yeah.
I want to know, how it was built.
Well, if their library is in there, because we don't have any hieroglyphics about the pyramids, right? They never wrote down, this is when we built it. This is what we did.
That's what I'm saying.
So if the record of who built them kept them there, maybe that'll be uncovered. Maybe your questions will be answered. That's kind of that's why it's so exciting. That's why so many people are excited about this. Is it could give us those answers. What if the ship is there? The guy said the city was there. The city was there. And what was the ship used for? He said that we would face an alien threat, and we would find it when we needed it.
He meant undocumented immigrants.
No.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to say
maybe
that alien anymore. I'm making a
they'd be
joke.
undocumented.
I'm making a terrible joke. Yeah.
Well, we don't even know if they're from here or from there, or where outer space or inner Earth, or nobody knows anything about these interdimensional. Like, nobody knows what these freaking things are, right? We have no answers. I don't even think the government knows what they are. But his prophecy, the sleeping prophet's prophecy, was we would find the city when we needed to.
Yeah.
And inside we would find
when we needed
ship.
to is such a cool thing to add to a prophecy, because no matter what, it's like perfect. Like, this is the time when we needed you. Well, even if it's not.
We can keep connecting
That's the
dots.
fucking thing with prophecies, though, is you could say crazy shit and you could tie
what was the
things
prophecy
together,
you just told me about?
and people will put them together.
What was the prophecy you just told me about like a week ago? About a Pope's prophecy.
Oh, yeah, the Pope's book. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Judgment Day will come in 2027.
Okay. Judgment Day 2027.
Yeah.
We just found an underground city where the sleeping prophet said we would find it when we needed it, because we would face an alien threat, and the only weapon we would have to use against that threat
is in that city.
And 2027 is only, what?
Who said this?
2 years away?
The sleeping prophet dude?
Yeah. Now we're 2 years away
guy's
from
name?
your prophecy coming true.
Yeah. What was the dude's name?
Edgar Casey.
Edgar Casey.
I mean, some people have studied every word of his and gone so deep into him, because he would like cure people through the mail. Like, he would cure people's diseases through mail. It was insane.
Dude, I saw somebody very talented. They were curing people through Zoom. So you'd lay down. That's
cool.
And is it a sham?
Was it a sham? Was it like a Darren Brown thing? Oh, what? Oh, okay. I thought you meant
now
he would diagnose them and
Zell me. By the way, real quick, have you gotten a call from you missed jury duty, boy?
What?
You missed jury
No,
duty.
I haven't gotten. So even if I got that call, I wouldn't know, because I don't answer calls I don't know. I would never answer a phone number I don't
I'm always afraid like somebody I love is in danger.
And they're calling you from some phone number that they don't have. Well, how would that? What situation
What a
is
stupid
that?
question. Ready? I'll tell you the situation right
Okay,
now.
if they call
We
you,
have your daughter. Well, if you had a daughter.
so
we
if they
have
called
her.
you 3 times in a row or something, back to back, like then I would think, okay, this is somebody I know.
Or this is the number to the hospital.
Yeah, this is somebody I know. Or so
No. They're just calling once. No. Also, sad but true.
There's too many robocalls now.
What's it called? Like the jail.
But robocalls
This is a call from Clark County
so
Detention
bad.
Center.
You can't even fucking
Inmate.
you can't answer the phone anymore. That's why everybody texts. I think it's because
But anyway, I had a blast talking to this fucking guy. So he calls me saying that, hey, you missed jury duty. This is the second time I received the call.
So it's
First
like a
time
scam?
he woke me up.
What?
Yeah, dude, I was so scared. You missed jury duty. Hi, this is Officer Doyle. Like, they say they're an officer.
Oh, that's fucking.
Dude, I was so scared the first time. And then I'm like, things didn't start adding up.
Yeah.
And then he said,
Officer
I was
Doyle.
legit. I'm like, so I got to go. He's like, you got to go to the sheriff's office and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck, because I didn't check my mail for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's possible, right? He's like, and
Okay,
then, but they
so he
gave an
tells
old
you to go to the
address.
cops.
Huh?
What's the scam? He told you to go to the sheriff's
No,
office?
yeah, so check it out. Here's the scam.
Okay.
So they call you and they say, hello, this is Officer Doyle. You missed jury duty, sir. And you're like, oh shit, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we sent it to this address, and they'll give an old address.
Okay.
And they'll be like, and I'll be like, oh, that's not even my address. Oh, okay, so that's the problem is you sent it to the old address.
Okay.
And then, and this is the first call I got, right?
Yeah.
This is when I was still believing it. And so I'm like, oh, you sent it to the old address. That's why. Okay,
So now they're trying to get your address out of you?
no.
Or? Okay.
So they're like, okay, so here's what you got to do is we've got a piece of paper back saying signed from you
Okay.
that was sent to that address.
Okay.
So to prove that it wasn't you, you got to come down to the sheriff's office and do a handwriting test.
Okay.
And if
Sheriff's
your
office.
sheriff's office, do a handwriting test. If the test proves that it was you, you're screwed, buddy. But if the signature is inconsistent, then we know it wasn't you, right? But
So where's the scam?
where's the scam?
Yeah.
It sounds sort of
I'm
legit.
going to go to the police
I'm going to go to the sheriff's office. Yeah, what are you fucking dumb?
Go ahead.
But here's the scam is they say, okay, so there's a processing fee and this and that and the third
I'll pay it when I get there.
is what I said.
Yeah.
They said, no, sir, they don't accept payment there. We accept the payment here. I'm Officer Doyle.
Oh.
So
okay.
here's when I knew something was a fishy when he's like, we accept Zelle, Cash App.
Yeah.
I'm like, you accept Zelle and Cash App and shit.
But I only have quarters.
And PayPal, yeah. Well,
So
turn them
send
in.
a badge
Yeah.
down here. Yeah. And I'll pay you in quarters.
So, dude, the second time I got that call and I was wise to it, I kept the dude on the phone like 2 hours.
Good, yeah.
And I was like inquisitive. And I was acting like I was really worried.
Doyle.
Yeah.
Doyle, buddy.
Doyle, Baba.
I'm glad you called. I was just heading down to the sheriff's office.
But this is a
I
different
forgot
guy.
they didn't take payment.
So this is a different guy. And because
I'm going to count quarters with you on the phone. Hold on.
Yeah, because
1,
that'd be obnoxious.
2.
Because I knew
Wait, I got to start over. You interrupted me. 1.
because I knew their script the second time they called
Yeah.
me. Because I knew the
They
script.
tried you again. That's so stupid.
No. Check it out. This is a different.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. But it's probably the
totally-
same scam room, right? The same
No,
office
I
or
think it was
something.
a different office. or
What?
whatever. I'm pretty sure. So
Was it the same phone number? Was it the same
different
zip
number.
code?
I don't know.
Was it
I
a
actually
local
didn't
zip
remember.
code?
Yeah, it was.
Area
it was
code, I mean?
702.
Area
Yeah,
code?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they had
area
a 702. They've been around.
code. No, yeah.
It's an old line. Yeah. Can't
Um,
get those anymore. Those are rare.
Well, that's what made it seem legit too. But so the second time I got the call,
Yeah.
I was wise to it and I knew their script and where it's going. So I'm like, so wait, do I need to go down to the sheriff's office? Okay, I'll go down. Thanks, and thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Have a
Doyle.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Wait.
But dude,
Yeah.
by the end,
I need your account
I
routing
kept
number.
I kept going back with him back and forth, and he kept trying to sound legit. And I said, well, the number or the address on my driver's license is the address that the police have because it's in the DMV database.
Of
That's how I
course.
have the driver's license. So why would they have an
enough.
address from years ago? Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And I went through them. And then at the end, I'm like, Doyle, what are we doing here, buddy? I'm like, I know this is a scam.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, I know they record these calls, so you can't admit that it's a scam.
And who's won, really? Who won this conversation?
Yeah.
I beat you.
Yeah, I just wasted a
beat
bunch of
you,
your
Doyle.
time, so you
Yeah.
couldn't scam old ladies and shit, you fucking bastard.
He's like,
But
you're a drop in the bucket, kid.
Yeah.
I've already made 500 other calls while I was on hold with you.
you know what he kept doing? He kept saying my full name, and I said, Doyle, if you're trying to say my full name as an intimidation tactic, it's not working.
It's fucking
pal."
working, buddy. I don't know how you got my
Yeah,
full
I'm
name.
sorry.
That's
No, so what I did was, by the end, I'm like, yeah, you know, what are
What'd
we
you say?
doing here?
PayPal? That's fine.
yeah. So I said,
You have my address and full name?
I said, okay, you know, what are we doing here? And I'm like, I had fun trading vibes with you though. And I'm like, you have a good one. And he's like, yeah, man. All right, dude. All right, brother. And he like sort of like got real.
He
for
was
a second.
cool with it? Yeah.
He's like, he knew the jig was up.
He's like, I get paid by the hour, man. You actually
Yeah.
fucking helped me out.
No, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I just
and
needed someone to talk to.
if
Wow.
I could take a few minutes away from them stealing money out of old people's
Yeah,
pockets,
no, you
it is
did a good
disgusting. It's a
It
disgusting
is.
practice.
That's why I love that Beekeeper
It's like
movie.
$1 billion industry.
Have you
too.
seen the Beekeeper movie?
No.
Oh my God.
It's good.
That's what it's about. This guy, they
about
have these
somebody
scam
calling
rooms.
me.
Yeah. They have these scam rooms and they call this old lady.
Sub-CT.
They get her to give up all of this routing information in her account. They drain all her accounts. One of them is a business account that she manages at her work.
Oh, what a sweetie.
She's so sad about it that she self-deletes.
Oh, that's great.
He's a beekeeper that delivers honey to her. But the beekeepers are also a secret society of assassins, and he's retired. So he loved this old lady. He would bring her honey, finds out what happened to her, and he goes and hunts down the scammers to delete all of them, take down the whole operation. I'll
What
kill
actor?
you, Shaq. It's Statham, of course. And he fights like entire SWAT teams, like single-handedly. It's great. It's so good.
They killed Dorothy. They made Dorothy kill herself. Here's what I'm gonna do. Unalive. Sorry, fucking.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna
Give me
take this knife.
a rubber band.
I'm gonna kill you, Shaq.
Hold on, let me go
I'll
first.
hunt you down.
Give me a rubber band.
Yeah.
20 quid in an hour, and I'll kill you, Shaq.
Is that your
It's like so
Carlson?
it's like so disgusting. I can't even stand it. It's Statham talking to what's his name?
Tucker Carlson. I hate his Mickey Mouse laugh.
That's what he does.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Remember we watched that video of that guy?
I know.
That was
That was perfect.
yeah, that's all it is.
Matt Friends is so good at that though.
Yeah.
So I got some fun videos for us to watch, but to be determined as far
Yeah.
as this ancient.
Well,
Egyptian
yeah, someone
shit.
has to fucking go
TBD.
there. They got to let you go there. It's right. They can't
Yes.
lose the keys or whatever, or put a fucking gate up again.
Yeah.
Like, no, now everybody in the whole world wants to
Lose
know
the
what's
keys
down
is
there.
great.
That's what it is. Like at the Smithsonian. Remember all those giant bones that
I'm
we
done with this.
excavated in Nevada? Yeah.
They're like, no, we don't.
We have the
'cause that
lot
wasn't
number.
real.
No, we have the lot number. We have the whole thing here. We want to come and look at that. And they're like, oh, we lost those. We lost them. You lost.
What's the point of
the-
lying
the
about
bones?
giants?
Yeah, what is the point?
That's what I've been asking for years.
well, I've speculated on that before. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, we could talk about giants on another
Yeah.
day.
We have a giant episode about giants.
There you go. I was hoping you were going to use giant episode as like a giant episode.
Yeah.
As an adjective.
You have something. I want to get us a drink.
Alcoholic. I've always said I do got something. So I got some fun articles.
Oh, dude, you got orange Fanta? You sick bitch.
I said just Sprite.
I wouldn't take it. I'm just,
Do you want an orange Fanta? You can have an orange Fanta.
I would have had
Okay,
one.
never mind.
It's too late now.
Yeah, okay. Dude, I got the goods, baby. You know how I do. I got.
The fucking good.
Made me feel like I couldn't have the Fanta.
Well, I know you like Sprite. I thought I was doing you a favor.
Oh, really? You think I like Sprite?
You don't
Where'd you
like
get
Sprite?
that from? No.
Because when I had Sprite
It's
here
my least
last
favorite
time,
of the sodas.
you were what?
It is.
When I had Sprite here
So if
like
I were to tier
a
list
month ago,
sodas, it would be
Talk to me.
root beer.
Okay, at the top.
Yes, root beer.
Crazy.
Fucking it.
Crazy.
Cream soda.
Crazy.
What?
Looney Tunes. Lunacy.
McDonald's Coca-Cola.
McDonald's.
It has to be McDonald's Coca-Cola because it's extra carbonated.
I understand.
Yep.
No need to explain.
Where are we at? 3.
Yeah.
Orange Fanta.
Yeah, that's up there.
Dr. Pepper.
DP is
That's
4.
my top 5.
Huh?
Yeah.
5.
Yeah,
4,
that's my 5th.
5.
Sprite, a close 9th.
Close to what?
Probably grape Fanta.
All the other
Yeah.
fucking Fantas are above it. Soda tier list for me.
Yeah, go for it.
Oof. Vanilla Coke. Classic Coke.
That's obscure.
Let's be real.
Okay.
Classic Coke.
Yeah.
Vanilla Coke.
You clean your engine with it, but it's delicious.
Yeah. Classic Coke, Vanilla Coke, Sprite,
Oh.
Orange Fanta,
Mm.
Dr. Pepper.
So why, if you like Fanta less than Sprite, why would you have me drink the Sprite? I would have drank the Fanta for you. You don't like it.
No, you had, did I say Fanta?
You said Fanta last.
I just thought of it later.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No. Sprite over Fanta, 100%.
Wow.
Sprite's so fucking refreshing. Delightful. Oh,
Okay.
what a drink. But all right, here, let's watch some videos.
Okay.
Or what do you want to do? Videos, articles, or do you want to do the question of the day?
Do a video first, then question of the day it.
Okay.
I can't believe the most exciting part of us finding our lost history of the last 10,000 years is that there might be a civics piece to it.
No,
if they
I said
dig deeper.
things
or
I,
what?
I enjoy about history, like ancient civilization stuff. You said
Yeah,
you were
the romantic idea of a lost city is just cool.
Yeah.
But to you, you want to know about like the government the way the
100%.
government was set up back
100%.
then.
Can I tell
So
you?
then my Akhenaten story, I should have dug deeper into that with you.
That's the
insane.
shit I dig.
Yeah.
No pun
This
intended.
guy literally changed everything.
That
and
no
then
pun intended.
it was all based off of the teachings of Thoth and the Emerald Tablet.
See, now
and
you're losing me.
But that's what it was. That's
Okay.
what it was based on, and that's why the Jewish people.
Jews is not derogatory.
I don't know anymore.
It's
because
not.
Of the
I know
internet.
everything's a mess.
Yeah.
Jews is not derogatory.
I
Jew-
wouldn't think it is.
It's not.
Yeah.
And yeah, you say, oh, it sounds derogatory is like the problem.
Yeah.
Because people use it, oh, they're Jews or whatever. I don't know how they use it negatively.
Yeah, but you can say that with anything. Like, ew, you're Sprite. If you say it like that, it sounds derogatory no matter what it is.
Ew, you're gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Oh, you hottie. You're
yeah,
just like so sexy.
Aren't you just perfect in every way?
Beautiful person.
Yeah, inside and out.
bet you the
oh,
women
look at you.
love
You're a
you.
10 on the outside
Yeah.
and have a lovely personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. But
Oh, sick car.
yeah.
Fucking Lamborghini. Well, yeah. Well, I guess context is everything.
Yeah. Context is key.
You're losing perspective.
Perspective. So, speaking of Emerald Tablet, dude,
Good.
check this out.
No
we
way
gotta
this
watch
has
the whole
anything to
thing.
do with that.
No, it doesn't.
Really
It's about the
impossible.
Rosetta Stone.
Oh, well,
So,
we're
Jared, what do you know about the Rosetta
the
Stone?
Emerald Tablet is basically a Rosetta Stone
Okay, what do you know about the Rosetta
for
Stone?
alchemy.
Dirt.
It was found where? Turkey? Something like that? Right?
Okay.
Was that right?
I'll tell you everything in just a moment.
Yeah. So it was there was a ton of ancient languages that we couldn't crack, and the Rosetta Stone had the same story written on it in multiple languages. One of which I think was Latin, and so we were able to, or ancient. Yeah, I think it was Latin.
No,
So
you
that
were
we
about
were-
to say the right answer.
Greek. Yeah. So they were able to use the ancient Greek alphabet to decode these other languages, knowing that it was all the same story.
Do you know what language?
That they were decoding.
Yeah.
I guess it was based on where it was found. Shit.
It was based on where it was found.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. Alexander the Great found it.
So what were they trying to decode? If they were using Latin to decode it.
They weren't using Latin. No, yeah, they were using Greek.
Oh no, Greek. Yeah,
Yeah.
we said Greek.
Yeah.
They're using ancient Greek. What were they trying to decode? Ancient Hebrew? No, because they were around for all those years. I don't know who.
Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Oh, okay. So this is how they.
That's how we discovered Egyptian
So that's probably.
hieroglyphs.
So everything we know is wrong. This is probably all fake.
Yeah,
This
100%.
is just guy guessing.
100%.
And we're using his guess as fact.
So actually, opposed to me
So
showing the
everything
video,
we know is
I'll just
meaningless.
sort of tell the video.
Okay, yeah.
What the video says. I think it's better. when
How do
I
we
talk
know
to
that
you.
this guy was right? What if he was guessing?
So check it out.
Okay.
Do you know? You said there was
This is
a story on the Rosetta
throwing
Stone.
everything into question.
Yeah, I know, right? So you said there was a story on the Rosetta Stone. Do you know what story it was, or do you remember any
As above,
specifics?
so below.
That's right. It was biblical. No, it was.
No, that's the Emerald Tablet.
Oh,
But
okay.
go ahead.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you at the end what it was about. But there was three
I don't know much
languages,
about this.
right?
Yep.
There was.
What were the three?
It was. I'm
So
forgetting.
we have
the-
ancient Greek.
So it was Egyptian hieroglyphs.
No fucking way.
Yeah, and then it was.
Yeah, the Greeks would know. They were taught firsthand. So that's okay.
Yeah.
If it was written by the Greeks,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay. Do we know it was written by the Greeks?
Yes. Well,
Because
it was written by.
if it
No, it was written by the Egyptians. Is it the Egyptians? Yes. I believe so. Maybe we should watch the fucking
Egyptians
video.
were writing, yeah, I
looking
think we
at
should.
is
Hold on.
actually a replica
I just
of
wanna
the Rosetta
remember
Stone,
the,
most
the name of one
important
language. I
and
remember most
probably
everything else.
popular cornerstone of what we understand as
Okay,
ancient
bitch,
Egyptian
okay.
culture. It is the reason that we understand, and that's
We
why
are
it's
the
broken.
Knights
It used to be a whole
Templar.
thing to us for
Something
thousands of years. And if we look right here, we
Some
can
Hermetic
actually see
order.
this is called a cartouche. That's on in Egyptian history.
making
But the
words up
reason
and
that we
shit.
know what these say is because this is in ancient Greek. So the time that it was carved out was the time of Ptolemy. So this is Greek
Ptolemy
kind
Empire,
of
yeah.
invasion, and then hieroglyphs are used for anything to be legally used for things like tax
Okay,
documents.
So Alexander got together with what's her
Demotic was
name,
used-
and they wrote
Demotic.
this together.
Okay.
What?
So, Demotic was the other language.
What's
so ancient?
Who's that? Where are they from?
Egyptian. So Egyptians wrote with hieroglyphs and Demotic, as far as what I've gathered.
Demotic.
Yeah. And so here's what they.
Why have I never heard of this language?
I don't know.
Who speaks
I never
demonic?
heard of it either. I don't know.
Is it?
When you get possessed.
Why does it sound like
I know.
demonic?
I don't know. Demonic.
What ancient country was demot?
No,
yeah.
I believe
Dem-
the Egyptians used it. So here's what it was.
Demonic. Okay,
So here's what it was. So a giant stone,
got it.
and it has Egyptian hieroglyphs, demotic.
Yeah,
Yeah, could you imagine all that work?
fucking
Ancient hieroglyph. It has Egyptian hieroglyphs, demotic, and Greek. They knew how to speak Greek, so they used that, and were able to see. Okay, we can tell what this means by what this means.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I get how it's used.
Yes.
How do we know they actually knew what they were talking about?
What do you
Who
mean?
wrote it?
So here's what it is, and this is why it's so crazy.
Is
It's
it
nothing
dated?
special. It's
Okay.
nothing amazing. It's a tax document.
Okay.
So that's why you use demotic. The Greeks use demotic, I believe, for any tax document. So here's the thing.
Oh, like how we use Latin for random, shit. In
Sure,
our,
sure.
In our
Like e
laws
pluribus
and things.
unum
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you read a legal book, and you're in
Yes,
trial, you
there's
use
Latin.
all kinds
Yeah.
of Latin phrases.
Yeah, exactly.
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
So there's the hieroglyphs,
Mm-hmm.
and they had these cartouche things, which are basically royal name tags, and
Okay.
they have like the circles around them. And then,
Right.
and then
It's, what's it called? Like the seals, like they would. do
yeah,
in
sure,
yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
sure. And then, so yeah, they were able to figure out what it says
Uh-huh.
because it's written 3 times. Here's why it's written 3 times, because they wrote it in their hieroglyphs,
Yeah.
and then they did demotic because that's the language you have to write if you're writing a tax document.
Okay.
And then they wrote it in Greek because that was the general
So they
language
could
of the
understand
time.
It. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Okay.
So it's written 3 times. It's basically a document saying, "Hey, here is like a transfer of property."
Yeah.
Is that not insane?
That's
all
great.
it was. That's all it was.
But because it was written in stone,
in Greek,
it lasted.
it lasted.
Yeah, yeah.
And because there was Greek,
So do you think it was soft and they like just used like a stick?
no, I think it took
Or do you
forever.
think they fucking chiseled
I think
that
it took
shit?
forever, and they chiseled that shit.
It's like the beginning of Aesop's Tales. Remember?
No.
Oh,
What's
shit.
that? What's
That's
Aesop's Tales?
At the beginning of the cartoon of Aesop's Fables, where you
Oh, yeah.
say Aesop's Fables in the stone.
Yeah, nice.
These jelly beans were part of a psychological experiment whose results have never.
Oh, yeah, we're doing the question. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
I'm like, why does this not feel right?
How
All
many
right.
of you in the chat actually knew what the Rosetta Stone was
Yeah.
and what languages were on it? And what is demotic? If you could please
So here,
explain who spoke it.
You know what? Let's watch that video because
These-
I'm sure she
Who
can explain it
spoke?
better than me.
They're a cornerstone of what we understand as ancient Egyptian culture. It is the reason that we understand hieroglyphics.
I was gonna say.
So,
How do we
long
know?
backstory short, Napoleon and his men find it in 1799, and it's actually being used
Sat
as
in his
rubble,
living room.
and that's why it's
As a
broken. It used to be
footstool.
a whole thing. But what makes it so important is it's actually got 3 different kinds of script, 2 different languages, but 3 scripts.
Thank you.
So this first one
2
is
languages.
hieroglyphs, which was completely lost to us for thousands of years. And if we look right here, we can actually see this is called a cartouche. That's essentially a royal name tag. And that is how they decoded it. So this is ancient hieroglyphs. This is demotic, a script that was developed kind of later on in Egyptian history.
Okay, so
but
it's
the
from
reason
Egypt.
that we know what these
Thanks,
say
chat.
is because this is an ancient Greek. So the time that it was carved out was the time of Ptolemy. So this is Greek kind of invasion or residency in Egypt. So for anything to be legally binding, it had to be written in Greek. Now, demotic was used for
enough.
things like tax documents, and then hieroglyphs are used for royal or religious inscriptions. So
So
what
fucking
this is
sick.
about
Yeah.
is actually super lame. It's about like a tax write-off for building a particular temple. So because it's about a temple, it's going to be a religious text. Because it's about taxes, it is written in demotic. And then because of the time period, it is also written in Greek.
So how did we figure
because
out the rest of the words?
Pardon me?
So all the other hieroglyphics, how are we decoding those if we don't have a Rosetta Stone with every? I'm sure not every letter is represented, right? Not every
It was a
'Cause
huge
it was like
document.
pictographs.
So I'm assuming maybe there's 1 or 2
I think it's
letters
all
left
just
out.
guesswork.
But how many letters are in their alphabet? Is it 26? Is
I
it
think they used,
5?
like-
Is it 20?
So you know how
15? Is it
like
6?
Chinese and Japanese
Is it 38?
using symbols?
Yeah,
I think there was a lot of that.
100%. 100%.
So is it just guesswork? We're just fucking guessing.
No, I don't think they're guessing.
These letters we might.
But here's the thing: if you have so many of those letters, then even if you find something and you find a letter you don't understand, if
You know, like, waves,
if
it must mean water.
even more simply, or less simply, if the beginning of the word is D, there's a letter missing, and the last word is G, and it's talking about walking something, you're gonna assume O is the middle letter, right? You're walking your dog. You know, you could make assumptions. I mean, even like the zodiac, how they figured out. Okay, we don't know
Like
this
the
particular
beginning of
one,
the
but
Fifth Element?
the word is gonna be
I don't know.
the beginning of the fifth element.
Yeah, that's what he's
Aziz,
doing. Yeah,
right.
he's trying to decode hieroglyphics.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
And
that's
he's
right.
written, but he's trying to, and he's
that's
filling
right.
in the gaps. And he's like, it's the 4 elements surrounding.
The fifth element. Roll credits. Roll credits. Okay, Jared. So, if you could instantly master any skill, what would it be?
Piano. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
You could have said like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I would rather learn that. I would rather take the time to learn it. I want to be able to sit down at a piano, like in a lobby of a hotel somewhere, and just fucking play it. I just want to be able to.
I know what piano sounds like. Hold on, I got you. Oops. Ready?
Or and everyone
Ready? I got you
in
right
the lobby sings with me.
This is what you want.
No, I want to. No, that's too slow. I want it to be like a sing along. Like, and
You wanna be
John
Billy
at the
Joel.
bar is a friend of mine.
Billy
And
Joel's
everyone
least
joins
favorite
it.
song.
The whole place, yeah, it's his least favorite
Okay.
that he wrote because he's too simple, right? It's just a waltz.
Ba-dum-spa-doo. What is that? Skidoo. What is that?
Whoa, what? Baduskadoo?
It's. I don't care. Anyway,
Roll, you Billy boys, roll. Is it that
check
one?
this out.
Oh.
I don't know what you're doing, but
That's a
check this
thing.
out.
Oh, yeah, dude, look at that.
No,
It's
no,
fucking
not that.
wow.
Ready? Read this, my boy.
Okay. Are dogs the new children? Yeah. Yes.
Birth
It
rates
is.
and dog
Yep.
ownership
And
analyzed
the
in
pride
study.
by which people say, "I don't have kids and I don't want them." It's weird. There's
oh,
there's like a
Or
pride
that
in
people,
that
when
now.
people refer to their dog as like their child.
This is our fur
you know?
baby.
They don't even say fur baby.
Yeah, they do. They say
We
fur-
got 3
fur baby.
kids, doggy
3
kids.
fur
It's like, oh, fuck
children.
you.
They call them like fur
Fuck you,
fur
lady.
children, fur babies.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's like but no, it's like a thing of pride for people to like these younger generations to say like, I don't want kids. Oh my God, I would never want children. I don't know why. Where did that come from? Like that's the whole reason we're here, right? That's it.
They're literally like fighting their biological
Yeah.
imperative.
Uh-huh.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yep.
What could
Every comfort
what changed
that
you
we-
so fundamentally?
Yeah.
Where you're like, I don't want to spread my seed as a male. or-
We've come to a point where we don't have to worry about being killed by like feral cats.
No.
And
We are the
don't have to
apex predator.
hunt
We're fine. We're not worried about it.
We have this comfort and safety, right? In society,
Sure, D Live
so that we could continue. Does
My-
mind reading count?
mastering any skill. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a
100%.
thing. No, that's a scientifically proven skill.
If you watch our episode fucking
Stargate.
2 weeks ago.
well, just Joe McMoneagle, yeah, all those guys. That is a
Joe McMoneagle. Yeah. So check this out, my dude.
Pat
But
Price. Who was
what-
the one we forgot?
oh,
Remember?
it's the weirdest name.
Damn it.
Isn't it a
We
Z?
can't forget it again.
Isn't it a Z? Pat? Oh, you just said
Pat
that guy.
Price, Joe McMoneagle, and the most
Zeffin Nugan.
shit.
Dude, you know
We're
what?
gonna forget it again.
Zealot Heinschkitz.
Heinz Velvet.
Heinschkitz Velvet, trainer of Dolphin.
Trainer of Dolphin.
No, it's literally just like that, dude.
Ace Ventura. Damn it. Dude.
Zeiss.
It is-
Carl Zeiss.
Carl Zeiss. Yeah, remember? Industry shill.
Yeah. Shit, what was it?
Because the only way to see the stars.
Are you doing
is
Neil
with a
deGrasse
Carl
Tyson?
Zeiss lens. Yeah, I don't know. How do you do a Tyson? I'm a
You know,
liar.
it's funny. You stupid ass.
I'm a disinformation agent.
Stupid.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Who knows if he is? I mean, how much are they paying him? It's a lot.
Hey, that thumbnail's so funny
lot.
though.
It's a
with
good
the
one.
money behind him.
Oh,
and shit.
did we use it? Are we using
Yeah,
it? Oh,
yeah.
good. Good.
Yes, we are.
I hope you see that, Tyson. I hope you see that and you change your ways.
We just text
We
too
trust
much.
you.
I just scrolled for 5 minutes and look where I just got. Something we did like
10 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so there's
Joe
no-
McMoneagle. This is so annoying.
Oh, what should I type in? Telepathy? What'll
No,
help us remember?
Project Stargate. And it'll give you the names of the 3 guys.
Oh no, I'm looking at our text messages, bro.
No. I Hal Putoff. I text his name like right afterwards because he ran the program.
Is that who we're talking about?
But no, but I was talking about how Stanford, Hal Putoff, Project Stargate. Oh, I talked about how Pat Price was killed in a Vegas hotel.
Okay.
So you can put Pat Price and his name.
Oh, I'll put
Yeah.
Joe McMoneagle. I'll just do
I
Pat
would have done
Price.
Pat Price. Yeah. Good luck on
Much
McMoneagle.
easier name.
So we're talking about Project Stargate. It was the Stanford experiment where they would do remote viewing, and they were so good at it that they were able to and they can teach people the method. I think it's 10 minutes to learn.
Oh,
They go
I
and
found
teach
it.
classes and kids how to do
I
it. and
I didn't find the whole thing. But
they're like 70% or something.
Jacques
No.
Vallée.
No.
That's the
yeah,
name?
no. He helped
Oh,
consult.
that was JFK or something. What was that?
no, Jacques Vallée's the
Oh
UFO
yeah, that's right. The
guy.
UFO
Yeah, the big
UFO
dog from
guy.
ET or
UFO
no.
bitch. Oh, I found it. Okay, it's the dumbest fucking name. Ingo Swan.
Swan. Yeah, Siegel. I was gonna say Siegel.
Yeah.
Okay, Ingo
The
Swan. How could
stupidest
you ever
fucking
remember
name.
that name?
Yeah, don't remember.
It's so unique. It's so,
Okay,
you should
what else we
remember
got
it.
here?
So go look up Ingo Swan, D
Don't.
Livewire.
Uh,
Go look at his work.
dude, Starliner astronauts returned to Earth after being stuck in space for 286
How'd they get back?
days. I'll show you right now.
Nice.
They landed.
I'm sure they needed a military contractor to step in, other than the one who was.
Happy birthday,
breaking
my
fucking
little.
Hey, dude.
Because who was the one that was killing all the whistleblowers?
The U.S.
But
government.
Boeing. It was a Boeing craft. Remember that all the whistleblowers were getting killed and like all the planes were falling apart. And then all of a sudden, a Boeing space shuttle gets stuck in space for a year. It's like they had a bad year.
Wait, is
man.
this not a video about it? Is this just fucking?
It's not about
same
Happy
thing?
Face.
Okay, here it
Here we
is.
go.
Let's rock.
Yeah, how'd they get back? I would not let Boeing touch
Yo, what's
anything.
going on here? Is this the worst thing ever?
Oh, it's live. That's why. You're waiting for commercials.
Oh God, nightmare. Anyway, I'll just fucking
Did you
read
push
it.
play? Oh,
Yeah, oh, obviously.
The play button's there, though.
Because I paused it because I don't want to see this
Oh.
spinning fucking thing for no
And you
reason.
can't fast forward.
No, no,
What?
it's live, my
What
boy.
is that?
It's a nightmare, is what it is, and I
Yeah.
hate it. Two long delayed Starliner astronauts Barry Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams returned to
Could you
Earth
imagine?
aboard a SpaceX crewed. Oh, there you go. Dragon capsule. Will you read that?
They sent a shuttle crew. SpaceX sent a shuttle crew to go get them, or they sent like a how'd they do this?
No, wasn't it SpaceX that was stranded
No, it was a Boeing craft. SpaceX doesn't have anything up there.
at all?
They got the contract to dismantle the.
Okay. For the two, it closed out a marathon mission that was originally supposed to last about 8 days, but stretched to 9.5 months.
Yeah.
Covering 4,576 orbits
How
and
insane
121
would
million
you go?
miles since launch last June 5th aboard the,
I would
problem-plagued Boeing Starliner capsule. You're right.
Crazy.
Their
Yeah.
flight ranks 6th on the list of longest single NASA missions. That's only 6th? Damn.
Well,
There's
yeah,
some
but
people
this
that have been
wasn't
up there
intentional.
in like
The
the
other ones
ISS.
were.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so SpaceX is going to take apart the International Space Station. That's what they're gonna,
Yeah, I know. I heard
They're going
that.
to dismantle it. I think replace it with something new.
But they had like
How did SpaceX save them? What'd they do?
How did SpaceX?
Did they send up
say
a
them?
craft to dock?
Let's find
and
out.
bring them home?
How did the astronauts return to Earth? After bidding their International Space Station crewmates farewell, the returning astronauts floated into their Crew Dragon and unlocked from the Harmony module space-facing
could you
port
imagine?
early Tuesday.
Hey guys, it's been real.
Fucking
We're
A.
heading out, like one of those where you think you're gonna leave and then you're like, oh, I'm actually not leaving, but it lasts for 8 months.
8 days,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
leave.
8 days you think you're there, then
8
it's
month long.
yeah.
Well, see you guys.
On that flippity flip.
Oh, that would be so.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
No, you would go crazy. And then your zero gravity, the whole thing, and the spinning constantly, and you're constantly in motion and floating things.
That's why, again,
dude, I would just go mad.
I say it every episode, but I'll
Yeah.
say it again. Interstellar is the most thought out movie of all time.
Yeah, you would go mad. What about that guy when they get back and he's all old and they're like, why didn't you just cryo? He's like, I did.
He did, yeah.
For like 50 years.
No, they
Yeah.
were gone 23 years.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8 months. and
But then I
11
just
11
decided one
days.
day,
Huh?
I ain't never crying again.
What
I don't know
character
what
is
happened.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just made up like a
He
Western
really just
guy.
came off like,
Yeah. I'm so glad
Started
you're
your
back. Yeah, I'm a well thought out physicist.
Yeah.
I'll turn him into this for some reason.
something funny in that movie is him explaining the wormhole to Coop while they're on the mission. It's like,
Yeah.
wait, you didn't talk about this prior, sweetheart?
Oh
You
my
didn't
gosh.
explain the fucking physics of a wormhole to him?
So we're gonna approach the wormhole now. Yeah.
A what hole?
Wait.
Oh, okay, let me. Who has a piece of loose sleeve? Anyone has loose sleeve and a fucking pencil?
So the reason why it's spherical shaped is because think of what a hole would look like in
What is
3D
he doing with his
space time.
hands?
He's calculating. He's putting in the calculations.
How many fucking computers does he have, and where are they
Well,
placed?
they're all over the place like this.
He's in a room of
Dude,
computers.
what is Chewbacca doing the whole fucking time?
Oh, just hitting buttons. And
Yeah,
shit.
just
I
pushing
get what you're
shit.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's flying the ship.
He is. Yeah.
He's not just.
He's
okay.
calculating how to get through the wormhole correctly.
I'd assume they did that prior, right?
But we made the joke they didn't. So he's live calculating it and explaining it at the same time. So go ahead.
Oh.
I was just exaggerating the situation.
Yeah.
Where like they didn't
Literally doing it
Yeah.
then.
the-
And then
obviously
Coop's
this
like,
would be
wait,
pre-input.
where am I flying into?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It was okay. The biggest news for a week. Only the biggest news for a week. Oh, the space shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So
big.
SpaceX went up and got him and said, let's roll, babies.
Yeah, so they sent out an unmanned mission though, or were there people in it? Did they
It's a
fly up there and go, "Hey,
Do you want to find out?
anybody need a ride?
Could you imagine
I
what
would
a
do that for
obnoxious
sure.
prick you'd be?
Anybody need a lift? Or anyone order
Somebody
a
call an
taxi?
Uber? Yeah.
No
What are you,
way!
1990s?
Astronaut
Jeremy?
Jared.
Yeah. Astronaut Jared.
Who else do you think would show up?
There's no steering wheel.
I told you
I
I,
hate
wouldn't leave you
this.
behind. Yeah.
I've never
We
met
thought you were dead, man. Can't kill me, you know that. All right, everybody in.
Oh,
We're
you know,
going for a ride.
Thought you were dead. You got to say, so did God or something. like
Yeah.
that, and wipe the blood off your face. It was a 4-man crew.
You thought I
Thank
was
you, D.
dead.
Livewire.
I knew I was.
I died a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I died before you got up this morning.
Yeah.
Wait,
died before you were
Before we
born.
get on,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah. He's
We've
the
been
pilot.
here for 8 months. Where have you been?
Yeah. I've been here for 4 years.
I've been training for this mission for 8 months.
Yeah.
Get ready, guys. We're going to go into a wormhole.
What's a wormhole? Get me a piece of loose leaf. Felicity said dolphins were swimming around where they landed to see what was going on. It was awesome. Dude, dolphins are the shit.
Yeah, because they knew. They were like talking to each other beforehand.
Dolphins are one of the few species.
They're like, I think this is one of the few landing sites that they might hit. Let's just go and like hang
Could
out and
you
see if they
imagine?
get there. Maybe
They're gay?
selfies. What?
They're women or gay?
No,
Or
they're just having.
effeminate.
They're just effeminate. Yeah, they just talk like this. They're having a good time with each other.
Okay.
All right, dolphins, let's go. Don't you
thi-
think that's how they would talk?
I think that's stereotyping.
Dolphin?
Yeah.
Dolphin
I see a
stereotyping?
dolphin like, yo, let's fucking roll, bro.
Only if he's from like New York, a New York
No, it's-
dolphin. I'm thinking of like more of like
Hey,
a.
why you polluting my water?
These are like
Cocksucker.
like they want to be there to see the landing of the thing in the ocean, so they're kind of like excited about it, and they're like girls going out like on a fun day.
So they're female.
Like yeah, kind of. I guess I wasn't giving them a gender at the,
But
when I
you
came up
were
with the
talking-
impression.
and then you were like, oh my god, let's go
Like
see
yeah,
that thing. So yeah, it was
especially
very
if they
funny.
land here, it's one of the few places, and if they do, oh my
Yeah.
god, could you imagine like we get to be right there? Hopefully my makeup looks good because we're gonna be on like
See,
the
now,
front
They're
page.
clearly women.
Yeah, now I've made
okay.
them women. Yeah.
You force them to become
I
women.
didn't force them. They
Putting
wear
them in
makeup.
boxes, shame
Men
on
wear
you.
makeup.
Shame on you.
You ever seen the intro to what's that, the documentary where it shows all the senators and the president getting their makeup done? So,
No, that's
so
oh
brilliant.
yeah, was that like a Michael Moore movie or something?
What
right?
a brilliant way to
That's
just
hilarious.
totally
To belittle,
every
to start by saying,
all of their
yeah, we're starting here. Yeah, we're starting down here.
like you take away their what is that
Integrity.
not even what's that just their
gusto.
sure all of
Bravado.
it all works all of it
Yeah,
you're
welcome.
you're making them
belittling them. I got you. What do you need?
no I can't think of the word, but yes, all of those work.
Yeah,
All of those work.
you're taking away their for you to be able to feel like they have any accountability whatsoever.
Or power, or that they're these tough guys
Yeah.
making big decisions.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, did you get my foundation?
That's it.
Like,
Exactly.
It's so
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are the guys that sent all these people off to die, right? So
Yeah.
that's why it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's just seeing their what is taken away from them in the it's I can't.
Their
think of the word.
power. Their
No.
it's a word for power
Yeah,
though.
Felicity DeLab, I remember. Kind of. No, it's not. It's more of like a self. Like when you describe a person that has like a lot of self confidence or something, it takes away. It's like taking that away.
Ego.
From them. A little bit, but
Shit.
that's not the word. Yeah, it don't matter. All of it works. I love
all of them
these descriptors. Yeah, they're fun.
Integrity, ego, their bravado. I used all the best words. So you're probably thinking about a shit word. Which makes sense.
Sure.
Oh, I want to tell you something really fascinating
Yeah.
that I heard.
Okay.
So, fake diamonds, right? No woman wants a fake diamond,
No. Or
or do they?
they do, right? Like the ones that like from Target, like where you like earrings.
You know,
and
like cubic
bracelets
zirconia and like
yeah.
zircon.
Yeah.
So zircon. Do you know what zircon is? So zircon. No.
What?
Come on, let me go on.
Like, what's the question, really?
Do you know what zircon is?
Yeah, it's a rock, right? It's like kind of like
Sort
fool's
of.
gold, but diamond.
Yeah, it's a crystal. So yeah, fool's gold but diamond. That's
Yeah.
perfect. So it's shit. Sorry, my shoe fell off.
Yeah, they look like diamonds. They're just not diamonds.
Yeah, they're fool's diamonds.
Yeah,
So-
they're not an actual. They're a completely different stone.
They look the same, which is
They
so
look
funny.
similar, but they're not the same stone. They're
No.
not a diamond. They are
So,
a,
but they are made up of when the
Coal?
world was all lava, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's over time, uranium and shit gets locked in and trapped into this little thing, and it creates a little crystal.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically, the uranium that's trapped in there,
Uranium's involved.
uranium's in there,
Shit.
but it's such small amounts that there's no
Oh,
like
okay.
radiation side effects.
Well,
or
yeah,
anything,
I would
obviously.
imagine not.
Yeah, it's so minimal, and it's contained within its little.
Yeah, plus not all
prison.
forms of uranium are even toxic, but yeah.
Yeah. But so here's the
Just
cool thing is
surprised.
you can, because it's from way back when, because
Yeah.
just like diamonds, it takes pressure, takes time.
Okay.
right? So this takes it's from forever ago, so you can date it to the
So-
beginning of Earth.
So
right?
they're old. They're just as old as diamonds. It takes just as long to make them, or no?
They could be older than diamonds.
So there
yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Whoever said diamonds need
So
to be
who
the
chose
thing?
diamonds as being
Fucking
the thing,
the guy who found a bunch of diamonds, probably.
right?
Yeah, and he's
So-
like, let's hide a bunch and then
Yeah,
pretend.
because we know that they're plentiful.
Yeah, we know that they.
So the process is the same. They look the same.
they skew. Yeah,
So what the fuck?
great question. Who knows?
Oh, that's so gross.
No, it's just it's silly. But
It's
here's
gross,
the
'cause
thing.
people die
Here's
for
the
this
beauty of
this
it.
shit.
Here's the
Okay.
beauty of a fake diamond ring.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah, so they look the same as a real diamond ring, right? But the zircon, it has that uranium in it. It's like a little
Yellow
prison
cake.
for it.
Yeah.
It's like a little prison for the uranium, so it doesn't decay. But you can literally look at it
Uh huh.
and see that it dates back to the beginning of Earth.
Right. You're
you know,
wearing something
billion years ago.
that the dinosaurs licked.
Legit, right? Basically,
Pissed
that's a great
on.
way to put it. But here's the beauty of specifically a diamond ring
Ah,
is gold. Gold comes from
South Africa.
like comets, right? They'll bring gold with it
Okay.
when they come and land on
Damn,
Earth.
that's I want
Or
that
meteors.
comet. I want
Meteors.
that meteor. Bring that
Let
one.
me rephrase
Yeah.
that in case. we're
But
not
small, where it's not going to like destroy like anything near me. But
Not
big
today.
enough to
This
where
is
I could collect it.
hundreds of thousands, millions of years ago.
Damn, there's not like a meteor full of gold that could just
Tomorrow,
land in my backyard.
It
Damn.
could. It absolutely could.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
But that wouldn't do enough damage to like ruin everything. Like I don't want it to hit like and cause a tidal wave.
Okay, you have no control over any of that.
No, right. But I'm saying I want one
okay,
the size of my fist
yeah,
to land in my yard
Yeah.
full of gold.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
And do no damage.
that's nice. Yeah, it sounds lovely.
I'm trying to manifest something here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I want a fist.
Have you seen
sized
Joe
piece
Dirt?
of
That's
gold.
what you'll get. Is that
That's
nice
what I
meteor.
want. Oh, but isn't that
A piece of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, at the end of the day.
It is. I was hoping.
But
you
that's not
wouldn't
what I
catch
want.
that. So
Yeah.
check it out. Here's why. Here's why
gold.
a fake diamond ring is better than a real diamond ring.
Agreed. Let's move on.
The
No need to
Zarkon.
go further.
No, listen. The Zarkon
Okay.
is in there, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the gold band, which is basically stardust.
Yeah, as long as they use gold.
So Jared, you
don't-
have.
You can never tell.
So
the
you're
difference.
giving your girlfriend
Yeah.
a piece of Earth's history
Yes.
wrapped around
Dinosaurs.
stardust.
Yeah.
Is that not doper than a diamond?
And she's made of stardust too.
Yeah, we're all made of stardust. But this is literally
true.
this is
Iron.
the star brought the gold to this planet.
Yeah.
It hitched a ride on a fucking
That's
meteor.
why it's so important to exchange rings.
What?
What's your point?
My point is that fake diamonds are just as good as real diamonds.
I agree. Whoever said that this one thing is more valuable than another just had an investment
Jonathan
in that one
Diamond.
thing.
Yeah, it was Billy Diamond.
That guy really wanted it to succeed.
It was Lou Diamond Phillips, as a matter of fact.
Are you familiar with the shmoo?
Yeah. You can spin it however you want. That's great.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
right. Yeah, for some reason, chicks are like obsessed with that. I heard Rogan talking about the same thing. He's like, they can actually like make even diamonds, not even
course.
zirconia. You can make a diamond.
Of course.
So they're not freaking rare. They're not, special. They
No.
can make them in a lab, and it's scientifically the exact same thing.
Well, check this out. Ready? If
They
I
create the
I can go to Wyoming and
Yeah.
go to a jeweler and find. I can go to hundreds of jewelers.
no, the
and
ones in
find
Wyoming,
diamonds.
not that great.
I know. I don't know why I picked Wyoming.
I know.
No. But you know what I mean.
Kidding, Wyoming.
And Antwerp.
We have a huge
there's
following in Wyoming.
Millions, probably millions
Yeah.
of diamonds in Antwerp. Right?
Yes,
So we know they're not rare.
we know.
So how
We
the
know, and
fuck
we've all
is a
seen the movie Blood
4-carat
Diamond.
diamond gonna cost fucking $200,000
Because they said so. That's it. There's no
That's
real
it.
actual reason.
Nope.
Nope.
because they said so?
The supply and demand is not even a thing, right? There's a
indeed.
big locker full of them, and they're
Dude,
like,
remember the End of Blood Diamond?
"Well, I wish we didn't have all these fucking
The
diamonds."
End of Blood Diamond,
Yeah.
dude, because
They cost more
this
to
whole
store than they're
time,
worth.
this poor guy,
Yeah.
he's living his little life, and then he gets brought into the slave trade to find diamonds, and then he tucks one in his foot. Then
Yep.
they attack.
Blood
and then
Diamond's one of the best
he
movies
meets
ever
this
made.
guy, one of the fucking best
Yep.
ever.
And you
Edward
find
Zwick.
out that the whole thing is just a big fucking Ponzi
And then at
scheme.
the end, they just
Yeah.
take it and put it in a fucking
Yeah.
mile long.
Yeah, please keep only release 10 a year.
Yeah,
It's
a mile
just
long
silly.
thing just with safe,
Yeah.
just full of diamonds. Disgusting.
Very easy to find.
And dude,
As common
blood diamond
as-
should
as
be
quartz.
illegal. Illegal.
It's illegal now, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely manipulate the market.
That's the
Absolutely.
whole game.
Yeah.
You know what's actually rare? Gold. Gold is
course.
actually rare.
Of course.
Diamonds, not so much. Gold is there is such a finite amount of gold in the world.
It comes
that it
from
is
it comes from space.
Yeah, it's finite. There's like I think you could put all of the gold of the entire world into like some small area. Like there's I would love to actually.
But still, to find a
Like, just to give you an
flawless
idea.
large diamond is
Yeah.
hard to find naturally. So it has value. Of course.
Yeah, if you
a
find one of
perfect-
those, good
A
luck.
beautiful diamond
Yeah.
with no flaws. Of course, that's amazing. Like the Hope Diamond or something. It's
Yep.
amazing. But
Okay.
what's up?
Enough gold to fill a cube that is 23 meters wide on each side.
Meters?
That's all the gold in the world.
What am
A
I?
cube 23 by 23 is
23
all the gold
what?
in the world. Meters.
What's a fucking meter?
3.3 feet.
American.
Okay, 3.3 feet.
Okay, so it's 9 feet. How many was it?
Okay, hold on. I'll do the math for you. Sorry.
No, how I could do the math myself. How many did you say? How many meters did you
So
say?
75 feet by 75 foot cube. So a cube that's 75 by 75 feet. That's all of the gold in the entire world
That's
ever
insane.
discovered. That's
Ask Siri right now where
nothing.
gold comes from. I want to hear her answer.
where it comes from.
I just want to hear what she says.
Multiple countries. Okay. Hey Siri, where does gold come from?
I'm happy about this. She's not going to read it because
Oh.
whenever you want her to read it, she doesn't.
Read that, please.
She won't.
Siri, read that.
No, a new fucking page is gonna pop up.
I
She's
didn't get
a
that.
nightmare.
Yeah, no,
She's
I
a
can't see it.
nightmare.
It's gone. Okay.
Ask again.
Hey Siri,
And then
will
read
you
it.
tell me where gold comes from?
It doesn't matter how you phrase it. She doesn't listen to you. Just read it, please.
Gold is a naturally occurring element created during collisions between neutron stars.
Boom.
It can be found on Earth in various locations:
Born-
gold mines, riverbeds, quartz veins,
Yeah.
geological processes.
Born in the heart of a dying star. It's
Most
Mjolnir.
commonly found China, Australia, and South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mjolnir, bro. They're forged in the heart of
Forged
dying
in the heart
stars.
of neutron stars, not even just regular stars.
Yeah.
Fucking neutron
Were
stars.
those bigger? I don't get it.
Neutron
Smaller?
stars?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're bigger.
they're fucking massive, and they're hotter.
Dope. Yeah.
Dope. Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't even live. You can't live next to a neutron star.
I could. I'd be
Yeah,
all right.
no, you could.
I for sure. You know
Those
I could.
astronauts could.
And you know why I could. Tell them why. Tell the people why. I totally could. You tell them why.
I
Yeah.
don't got it. Anything. I don't have anything. I don't have anything for this.
But you know why.
I do.
Okay.
I can't tell.
You don't. I'd
was
rather,
gonna
you
tell
not.
you, but-
I was thinking about it. Okay.
I got nothing.
So I'm actually. I don't know if I want to show these other ones. I think we can keep.
Was
them.
that the question of the day?
No, that was
Gold? Okay.
no. The question was. You said piano. What would you
Yeah.
master?
But what about you?
Oh yeah. Thanks for asking. Oof. I think.
John at the bar is a friend
Okay.
of mine.
Honestly, mastering like mixed martial arts would be amazing.
Wouldn't you want to do the work to learn that? That's more fun. You don't want to just know it because you're never going to fucking use it, right? Unless that's what you go into. And if you're going to go into it, then learn while you go into it. Because that's the fun part is learning it and doing it and learning a new
Yeah.
move and with your friends and you meet a couple times a week and you're getting better and you feel the gains like that
Yeah,
you're
but
getting
that's
better
just
at it,
so-
more
It
strategic.
takes
And
so much time.
Yeah,
well,
but
then why don't you do it with piano?
That's
where
the fun part.
You learn
because I don't
these
watch. I've already learned an
keys.
instrument. I just want to know this one. I've already learned that one. I want to know this
don't
one
wanna
so I
put
can just sit
10,000
down and do
hours.
it. I don't. Yeah, I just
I don't
want to
want
sit
to
down
put
and do it.
10,000 hours into rolling around.
Because the piano is because I've learned this other instrument. It's harder for me to learn this one because it's like backwards from a guitar.
You know what? I would singing. I'd want to be a great singer.
There, that's a great one because
Yeah.
it's so hard.
It's so hard.
And
And
if you
dude,
can sing,
imagine
you
if
can
I'm
do
like
impressions.
the best singer ever.
Yeah, that'd be the best.
That'd be the
I would love
shit.
that because then you could write a song and sing it.
John at the bar.
There's a friend of mine.
There it is.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be able to sing a song.
Me
I wrote,
too.
Like that I wrote. Like
Yeah.
write a song and sing it.
I've always wanted to sing a song that you wrote too.
Yeah, I've always wanted to write a song for you.
For me. I need to learn to sing.
The song in front of you.
Yeah. And then you need to play it on piano.
Dude.
So
So
instead of
you learn, yeah, and I learn piano. We go out there and that's
Yeah.
it.
couple
Dude.
of
What are we doing a podcast for? We started a band, bro.
yeah, I know. That's what everybody else is saying too.
I know. They're like, what was this again?
Yeah.
A pyramid or something, they said?
Pyramid scheme.
Yeah. I must have joined way late.
Yeah, dude. Remember I forget which episode it was,
Never
but
even mentioned
it
the
started.
country
This is how
Egypt.
our episodes go, but it's funny because
Yeah.
somebody like saw it and they're like, it said like, Elon Musk sees the future of warfare.
Yeah,
and we're
but we
talking about
did talk about
cubic zirconian or whatever.
I know.
And the guy's like, my
We
algorithm
can't
must
put
be
every
messed up.
fucking thing we talk about on the cover, right? That'd be
Yes,
impossible.
Of course not. Yes, I
And,
think
and that's what a podcast is. You talk about a bunch of shit.
I know, but I think we need to make it more clear that we're a podcast. I think people think they're clicking on a video essay because of the nature of the thumbnail.
I know. That's why I wanted to make the logo bigger.
But making the logo bigger isn't.
I've
that's
got
just making
pictures
the
of
logo
us with
bigger.
fucking headphones on, dude. I'll just put
We
them
could
on there.
we could take new pictures every single
We don't
time.
even need to do new ones. We have the same. We have hundreds.
Look at Daddy's blonde.
Oh yeah, I'll take a new one of you.
Take a new
I got a bunch of good ones of me.
Why you take pictures?
No, because we did them for like 2
You
years.
said new ones of you.
I said I don't need new ones. I have
You said I have
old ones.
You said I have plenty of new ones.
I'll take new ones
Of
of
me.
you because your hair changed. My hair's.
You don't gotta.
generally-
Yeah, we're all leaving. D Live R. What are you talking about, bro? Chill out.
I gotta go to bed.
Fucking hell, bro.
Oh yeah, dude, it's like 9.
Because we started so fucking late. Get here earlier.
You like to act like it's my fault.
That's so funny. I don't mean to blame you. It's all our fault. All right, from Jared, the guy, the man,
Go
the
to
man,
bed,
the
you
legend.
Livewire. Jeez, I don't want to have to tell you again. Thanks everybody that joined. Tell us, what do you want to talk about? Come to the show prepared. Okay?
Fucking A, dude.
We're gonna
Tell
bring
'em,
you some
Jay.
topics, and we want you to join in.
Let
And we
'em
want
know.
you to talk about what you want to talk about. We
Let
want to
'em
talk about
know.
it with you, and we're gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about. So get used to it.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
For sure. Yeah, thank you guys. Everything he said ×2. We appreciate you. We love you. Yeah, we'll see you next week. So I do want to say though, guys,
Like, subscribe, and stuff.
make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We've been planning a few videos. We just need to fucking do them. And there's a lot of good stuff that I think you guys are going to enjoy that we have coming. But we're switching the format a little bit, just so you guys know. So the show, as you know, it is going to be a little different. Still the stuff you love talking about. But if you can't already tell that we're implementing some changes, we're just trying to do it in a way that makes sense for you guys. But thank you, CT. Thank you, DeLavar. Thank you, Felicity. Thank you, who was our boy up here? We saw Moose Heaven, Chase Mack, always. Appreciate you guys. Anyway, I've talked enough. We love you. We mean it. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the flippity flop. Later, guys. Later, dinner.